We know you're kind of friends with Ilia too, and you know you're friends with Arman. Do you see them fighting this year?
I hope so. It's good fight for the both guys. So fighting is, we need to know who is the best fighter in the world. So the both guys is best fighters now. So I will be happy to watch that fight. Yeah, it's a crazy fight. Arman is good moves. Like he has a good kick, good wrestling, and the other guy has a good jiu-jitsu, a good puncher. You know, so it would be cool to watch that fight.
Ilia Topuria didn't just talk, he weaponized a handshake. After a friendly backstage moment, the lightweight champion unleashed a chilling social media barrage. He declared Arman Tsarukyan freezes up like a scared duck with no idea what to do every time they meet, but the insult escalated. Topuria audaciously claimed, "I slapped you and you just laughed. You're on the right path just a few levels below me, kid." A slap, he called it, turning a casual interaction into public humiliation and igniting furious controversy. Tsarukyan's response was swift and incandescent. He refused to let Topuria's narrative stand, firing back and exposing the rewritten history as insecurity and desperation. "Bro, you touched my neck like we were taking a family photo and now you're calling it a slap online?" Tsarukyan retorted. He then issued a chilling promise. If Topuria truly wanted a real slap, he would be happy to educate him inside the octagon. This wasn't just trash talk, it was a direct challenge, escalating tension and promising real consequences beyond social media barbs.
That's a quick little breakdown how Arman beat Dan Hooker. First of all, he took him down. Boom! Once he got him on the ground, he put him on his back, flat on his back. He put his arm by his head, and then he grabbed his own arm and choked him like this. Until Dan Hooker got a tap out.
This explosive verbal exchange erupted during a pivotal UFC Qatar weekend. Both men were physically present, but for disparate reasons. Topuria, the reigning lightweight king, cornered his brother Alexander, who secured a significant bantamweight victory. He commanded the spotlight as champion. Meanwhile, Tsarukyan arrived with a different agenda, to prove his worth and stake his claim for a title shot. This set the stage for an inevitable collision of ambition and ego that captivated the combat sports landscape.
Is there a chance if they said to you, hey, you can fight for the belt, but it has to be in January, could you turn around that fast?
Of course. I can rest 1 week, fly to US and stay there 2 months. It's enough time to get ready. I didn't get any injured, thank God, and they have to say that. And hopefully on Tuesday they announced that fight, and me fighting main event with Topuria. Gotta take that chance, and I have pretty time to get ready.
Tsarukyan delivered a performance, leaving no room for doubt. He rolled through Dan Hooker, dominating the main event with a relentless, suffocating display. It culminated in a second-round submission victory. This wasn't just a win, it was a resounding statement, catapulting Tsarukyan's status as the undeniable top contender at 55 pounds. Solidifying a position he had consistently built, champion Topuria watched from feet away, witnessing firsthand the sheer force and skill about to challenge his throne, amplifying the pressure.
I beat Dan Hooker and fighting for the title next.
There's some talk of Ilia Topuria maybe moving up to welterweight again without defending his lightweight belt. Would you want him to be the guy you fight for the belt?
No, for me it doesn't matter. I want to be a champion. Who is gonna be a champion, I'll fight. I'll take the fight.
The moment his dominant victory ended, Tsarukyan wasted no time. He immediately turned to Topuria, insisting the champion was avoiding him. Tsarukyan declared readiness to step into the octagon as early as January, a bold challenge for the title. He argued timing, willingness, and ranking were aligned, needing only the UFC's green light. This direct televised call-out solidified his position as the #1 contender, igniting an electrifying rivalry and demanding an immediate response.
Family money. Ilia's rich. And then Tsarukyan just housing. $1,000 a bite of caviar. He's just housing like caviar. Like, Arman's like rich. Could you imagine two rich dudes fighting for a UFC title? Like, two
Tsarukyan's confidence spilled into the post-fight press conference, articulating a modern truth about the sport. Being a serious fighter simply isn't enough in today's UFC. He admitted that mixed martial arts demands as much emphasis on entertainment and media presence as on raw skill, so he was happy to stir things up and engage in promotional theatrics to strategically position himself in front of the champion. This revealed a fighter who understands the new era, ready to play the game both inside and outside the cage.
So I've got MMA news for you, and there's this video of Arman and Ilia going around. Ilia has his arm around Arman's neck like he's embracing him. He kind of casually walks off. Arman looks to be in good spirits. It doesn't look like a negative reaction. Ilia then tweets this: "Arman, every time we see each other in person, you freeze up like a scared duck with no idea what to do. You know I handle you however I want. I fight whoever the UFC chooses, and remember, I slapped you and you just laughed. Then you go around acting like a gangster, so keep going. You're on the right path, just a few levels below me, kid." Yeah, dude, Ilia didn't slap Arman. Arman had a response to this saying, "Bro, you touched my neck like we were taking a family photo, and now you're calling it a slap online. The clip is clear. Your insecurity is even clearer. I don't need to act tough for Twitter. My work is inside the cage. If you want to know what a real slap feels like, I'll be happy to educate you. See you soon, El Pato," with the duck emoji. I don't know, like, are these guys like in on the joke here? Like, are they trolling us? Like, they like say they hate each other, but they actually don't? Because these two have talked so much about each other, and this fight needs to happen. They need to book it.
Topuria's provocative move of posting a friendly backstage clip only to rewrite its narrative was psychological warfare. The footage showed both fighters chatting, smiling, a seemingly harmless interaction. Yet, Topuria manipulated this moment, claiming it proved his dominant presence over Tsarukyan. He painted himself as the alpha, asserting the dynamic always tips in his favor. This narrative manipulation aimed to undermine Tsarukyan's credibility and assert Topuria's perceived superiority, fueling their animosity.
I know that you've already made your case, that's what you want next, and it makes complete sense. Why will you be able to be the one to defeat him?
I mean, you can watch my fights and to see like I'm a well-rounded fighter. I can strike, I can wrestle, I can kick, and my endurance is good, my condition, I'm explosive, confident, young. I don't know, I can like go so much things. I'm better than him, you know. He's maybe his hands is not faster but powerful, but I'm not gonna stay on that distance.
Tsarukyan, with clever humor, embraced Topuria's duck comparison, flipping it back at the champion. He christened him with a playful yet cutting nickname, El Pato. This Spanish term for the duck, with an accompanying emoji, transformed Topuria's insult into a symbol of perceived evasion and cowardice, skillfully turning the tables. This quick-witted counter demonstrated Tsarukyan's mental agility and refusal to be intimidated. The El Pato moniker quickly went viral, becoming an instant meme and fueling their escalating animosity.
But Ilia's walking by. Oh, and he just threw it at him? Or did Ilia throw something first?
Dude, he's lucky that table was there, dude, because imagine Ilia.
You see how he rolled that too? What?
That shit's funny. If I am Arman Tsarukyan, you gotta find a way to see Ilia and to let him know what you're feeling and have people record it, and it's gonna go viral. You know what
Beyond words and social media barbs, a more direct physical confrontation reportedly occurred at UFC Qatar, hinting at deeper animosity. Accounts surfaced of Topuria throwing an object at Tsarukyan from across a table, a clear act of aggression. One witness even noted, "He's lucky that table was there because he imagined Ilia." This suggests a potential for outright physical altercation, narrowly avoided by a barrier. This incident hints at a genuine, visceral dislike that could explode at any moment.
Ilia is an interesting matchup. I do not think the UFC will make Arman versus Ilia because I think they love Ilia as a champion. He's a great champion, and I don't think they really want Arman to become champion. He has a legitimate chance at beating Ilia. I can't believe I said it. I think Ilia might knock him out, but if anyone has a chance of beating Arman at Ilia at 155, it's Arman.
Sean O'Malley, the bantamweight champion, offered a compelling theory. The UFC might be hesitant to book Topuria against Tsarukyan. From O'Malley's perspective, Tsarukyan represents an exceptionally serious risk for the reigning champion, a stylistic nightmare that could upset the division. He speculated the organization might prefer to retain Topuria as title holder due to his marketability, rather than risk a matchup that could dethrone him. O'Malley conceded that if anyone had the strongest chance of beating Ilia at 55, it's Arman, highlighting Tsarukyan's unique threat.
Very possible. Who's your top 5 pound for pound currently right now, UFC?
Well, I think Islam Makhachev is there for sure.
Yeah.
Topuria is there as well. Merab, Arman Tsarukyan. I have a hard time. Tsarukyan is there too.
He had a great fight today. He did great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And of course, John Jones is there. I believe John Jones.
You still put John Jones in your top 5?
I think I would put him there because of what he's done. You never know. You know what I mean? He left for a long time. He came and he beat Stipe. There's rumor that talks about him fighting at the White House against
Pereira, right?
Pereira. That would be interesting. Pereira is one of the top right now. Actually, on paper, you have to give it.
The legendary Georges St-Pierre, whose opinions carry immense weight throughout MMA, bolstered Tsarukyan's rising credibility. JSP listed his picks for the top 5 pound-for-pound fighters, placing Islam Makhachev and Topuria at the pinnacle. Crucially, St-Pierre also included Tsarukyan in the mix, asserting he deserves to be part of that conversation. JSP's acknowledgement of Tsarukyan's recent stellar performance and how much potential he has as a true future champion added undeniable legitimacy, making it harder for the UFC to ignore him.
Видели брутальный финиш Дариушем из последнего. А ты вот мог бы в красках описать, как бы ты хотел завершить бой с Топурию?
Топурию я бы хотел забить локтями. Просто изрезать все лицо и закончить ТКО.
Кстати, вот если говорить про лицо, ты видел Хукера лицо?
Да.
Сейчас мы сразу открыл, покажу.
Покажи. Жалко Хукера. Вот. Еще вот другой глаз еще.
Adding to high-profile endorsements, the formidable Khamzat Chimaev threw heavy praise to Tsarukyan's way, going even further than St-Pierre. Chimaev confidently declared Tsarukyan not merely a top contender, but arguably the best fighter in the division. Chimaev was unequivocal in calling Tsarukyan championship material, stressing he absolutely deserved a title shot after his standout performances. He stated Tsarukyan should already be treated as the rightful next challenger because of how good he is, elevating the Armenian fighter to a status demanding immediate title contention.
Why are you running?
I will take your lights out in the first round.
Whoa! Tsarukyan's road to this moment has been fraught with frustrating bumps and missed opportunities. Earlier, he was on the cusp of challenging Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title, only for fate to intervene dramatically. Just a day before the event, Tsarukyan was forced to withdraw due to a debilitating back injury. This setback profoundly altered his career trajectory. This unfortunate turn of events left him watching from the sidelines, as others moved ahead, adding bitter irony to his current demand for a title shot he feels was snatched away.
Does Arman Tsarukyan beat Ilia Topuria? So Arman absolutely ran through Dan Hooker as expected, but it's crazy to see him display no ring rust despite being out for so long. But man, having Khamzat in your corner is just elite, and these guys have really been helping each other become better fighters. So to me, it's clear that Arman is next for the shot at the title. None of this nonsense with Justin Gaethje or Paddy Pimblett. The fight to make is Ilia and Arman, and do I think Arman has what it takes to beat Ilia? I definitely think he has the tools, because although I favor Ilia more on the feet, I definitely favor Arman on the ground, but at the same time, both guys are solid wherever the fight goes. So I think it's a tough fight to call, especially because I can never pick against Ilia, but I do know this is the toughest test for him at lightweight, and if he fights someone else or tries to move up to fight Islam, then he's ducking the #1 contender at 155. But what do you think?
The injury withdrawal did not sit well with UFC leadership, particularly Dana White, who expressed clear displeasure. White's disappointment seemed to cause the UFC to back away from granting Tsarukyan another immediate title opportunity. Despite his established prowess, when Islam Makhachev subsequently vacated the belt, Tsarukyan found himself unexpectedly pushed outside the title picture, a position of immense frustration. This perceived slight fuels his aggressive push for the championship bout he believes is his due, solidifying his hunger for redemption.
Are you a little bit disappointed that this week Ilia didn't seem to want to have anything to do with you?
I mean, I didn't want to mention too much Ilia because I was focused on my fight. But after today, I'm gonna try to again create some crazy videos that are gonna be viral and try to make a joke, you know, and to bring a lot of eyes for that fight, because it's like a media sport too. You know, you gotta be a good fighter and a good showman. Hopefully on Tuesday they announced that fight, and me fighting main event with Topuria when it's gonna be in Vegas or in Los Angeles. So I'm ready. I gotta take that chance, and I have pretty time to get ready. In my mind goes like I can strike with him on the long distance, but when he wants to try like to box me and to throw his hard punch, at that moment I'm gonna shoot and take him down. So, and I believe myself, and I know I can beat him so easy as well.
While Tsarukyan watched from the sidelines, fate smiled upon Topuria. The Georgian-Spanish phenom seized the vacant lightweight championship, stepping into the void left by Makhachev's move. Topuria's dominant victory over Charles Oliveira propelled him to the pinnacle of the 55-pound division, solidifying his reign and elevating his status to superstar levels. This sequence of events, where one fighter was sidelined while the other ascended, adds a potent layer of frustration to Tsarukyan's perspective, sharpening his resolve. Topuria's public interests stretch far beyond Tsarukyan. He has openly expressed interest in moving up a weight class, potentially setting his sights on a colossal showdown with Islam Makhachev at welterweight. This ambitious aspiration suggests his immediate goals may not be tightly locked on defending against Tsarukyan. His championship vision encompasses a broader scope, transcending weight classes and chasing legacy-defining fights, creating a challenging dynamic for Tsarukyan, who is intensely focused on the lightweight crown. Indeed, the UFC's promotional interests often lean towards flashy matchups for their champions. Names like Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje have been widely floated as Topuria's most likely options for his first title defense. These fighters bring immense attention, significantly bigger marketing appeal, and high-profile storylines, all of which align with the UFC's business model. This strategic preference for spectacle over purely competitive merit creates a frustrating bottleneck for Tsarukyan, who, despite his undeniable skill, finds himself overshadowed by the allure of a bigger box office draw. Despite potential roadblocks, Tsarukyan maintains unwavering confidence in his ability to defeat Topuria. He explicitly stated, "Watch my fights and to see like I'm a well-rounded fighter." He highlighted his versatile skill set, striking, wrestling, kicking, exceptional endurance, and explosive power. Tsarukyan views himself as confident, young, and insists he is better than him in multiple aspects. This steadfast belief in his comprehensive abilities forms the bedrock of his challenge, a conviction that he possesses all the tools necessary to dethrone the reigning champion. Tsarukyan has meticulously mapped out a strategic blueprint for victory against Topuria. He envisions trading strikes at distance, utilizing his speed and varied offense to control the fight. His real trump card lies in wrestling. He stated, "When he wants to try like to box me and to throw his hard punch at that moment, I'm gonna shoot and take him down." This calculated approach aims to exploit Topuria's power punching aggression by seamlessly transitioning to his grappling dominance, believing he can beat him so easy as well. This detailed game plan reflects a deep understanding of his opponent's style. Tsarukyan, now having handled his in-cage business, is ready to pivot towards the media game, a testament to his understanding of modern UFC. He declared his intention to create some crazy videos that are going to be viral and try to make a joke and to bring a lot of eyes for that fight because it's like a media sport too. This proactive approach highlights his commitment to being both a dominant fighter and a compelling showman. His willingness to engage in promotional antics demonstrates a savvy understanding that a championship contender must also be a master of the narrative. An intriguing, surreal element emerged. Ilia got family money. Ilia's rich, Arman's like rich. This unusual comparison of their financial backgrounds added a bizarre layer, suggesting a clash of two rich news fighting by UFC title. The notion that two financially comfortable individuals are fighting for glory, not necessity, because rich news don't fight, as the commentator put it, creates a comical yet thought-provoking subplot to their intense rivalry, adding an unexpected dimension to the championship chase. The fervent back and forth created an immediate, powerful ripple effect across the MMA world. Fans rapidly split into camps, Tsarukyan's stock surging after his dominant win over Hooker. While Topuria confidently held the lightweight belt, the timing of this escalating feud couldn't have been more explosive, igniting passionate debates across social media. This isn't just a championship contention, it's a battle for narrative dominance, a clash of personalities that has captured collective imagination, ensuring every subsequent move will be scrutinized with intense anticipation. Ultimately, the future of the lightweight division hangs in a delicate balance. If the UFC chooses spectacle and money fights, Tsarukyan may face a frustrating weight despite his compelling performances. However, if competitive merit dictates, then a fight between these two undeniable forces is an absolute imperative. Regardless of the official decision, one truth remains unshakable. After UFC Qatar weekend, the rivalry between Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria has transcended mere matchmaking. It's now a captivating personal storyline fans will track with bated breath, eager to witness who truly claims supremacy atop the 55-pound world.